Welcome back, everybody. Today I will be showing you my bicep and tricep workout. I know I'm a bigger guy. I'm on my journey to lose weight to get to my goal weight of 195. And stay tuned, stay with me, and check out the video. I will be doing 21s. This is the first start of my workout. So that's where I just did one full rep warm up, but that's where you start from halfway and go down to the bottom, and you do that 7 times, as I'm doing right here. I started with 15-pound dumbbells, and I'm repping that out. And then from there, you go from halfway to all the way up, and you do that about 7 times. And then about after that, you go from all the way down to all the way up, 7 reps. So that's 21 reps total. And I did that for 3 sets, and then my next set I did 20s, and I finished out with 20s. So in a total, that's 61 reps, and that means it was my first time doing this workout, and I actually really enjoyed it. So I'm implementing that into my forearm and my bicep workout and tricep workout. So that is awesome. And then right here, I was just relaxing between my set before I started my other ones. And yeah, just shaking out my arms, making sure I was all loose and ready to go for my next ones. Giving my biceps a little bit of time to recover before I did my next sets. And then right here, I was doing 20s for 21 reps. So that's what I was doing there. And I started going a little faster, but I was making sure I was still trying to keep the tempo. And then I got there and I did my 7 on the top. And then after that, I did my 7 on the bottom. And yeah, it was kind of basically like a repeat. It was getting a lot harder for sure when I was doing this, because I could start to see, like, I started struggling, and I didn't realize how hard this exercise could actually be. But by the time I was finished with it, my biceps were burning, which was a really good thing. So I was happy with this exercise, and it actually felt really good to do. So right here, I started with preacher curls, and I started with 30 for 12 reps. I try to hit the ballpark between 10 to 12 reps. And with this workout, besides the last one, what I didn't do was I take this one to failure on my third set. And the last one, because there was a lot of reps, I didn't take it to failure because it already was basically already taking me to failure by how I was doing it. And so I did these first 12 really easy, and that was really good. And I'm just repping them out, keeping my... Right here, I was taking a rest and trying to get my form down better so that I could do the reps better. And then I got over here and I grabbed my 40-pound dumbbell or easy bar, and my goal was to rep it for 10, and then I started it from the bottom this time to get a better stretch. I like the preacher curl because you get a better stretch in the bicep, and it keeps your arms secure and you're not swaying, which I really liked. So I started doing these, and at first they were a breeze, and then I got about 5 or 6 reps in, and they just started burning my biceps, which was a good thing. But I started struggling a little bit, and I put my head down. I don't know. Sometimes I like to put my head down because I feel like I get a better squeeze at the top. Anybody that actually knows how to do these really well, can you put in the comments and tell me what is better, head down or head up? And then I'm barely squeezing these last couple out because it was getting rough. And I repped these for 10, which was good. So then after that, I started flexing a little bit, checking out my pump because I felt the pump already and it was burning and it was feeling good. My biceps were looking huge in my opinion. So after that, I went and I grabbed the 50-pound easy bar, and I started from the bottom again to get a better stretch on my biceps. And then my goal was to get 10 reps, but I already exhausted my biceps from the 21s and the 2 sets of easy bar before that. So I couldn't bust out the 10. Maybe if I tried hard enough, but I busted out about 7, and I got about like 4 or 5 in, and it started getting really hard. And I started noticing right here that I wasn't going all the way down. So I tried to get the best stretch from the bottom and go all the way down again. And right after this rep, when I tried to do that, I just couldn't get the bar up. I was so close right after this rep. I was so close. I started from the bottom, and I just physically could not get it up. I tried. I got it about halfway. I probably could have repped out some half partials, which I probably should have done, but it was just no matter what, even swaying, I could not get that bar up. So I knew I did that exercise really good, and I love taking the third set to failure. Right after that, I did some tricep extensions and tricep pushdowns. I just didn't record it, which I feel really bad. And then here I was doing some wrist curls. When I first started off, I was doing 20 per side, and it really wasn't burning a lot. And I don't know if I was doing them wrong, but the second or third time I started doing the wrist curls, I actually started feeling the pump. I was bringing my arm down and then just a little bit up as I curled it up, and I started getting the burn in my forearms, which was a really good thing. I don't typically work on my forearms. I just wanted to implement it on this arm day because I wanted to see. And I kind of want to build my forearms because I feel like they're weak and my wrists are weak. So that's why I wanted to work on that. And I implemented that into my bicep workout to help me more. I have done wrist rolls before, but today I wanted to do wrist curls. So it was a different exercise, and I actually really enjoyed these. They were really fun, and I was doing 20 reps per arm. So I was taking my weaker arm, and as many as I could do on that one is what I would do on my stronger arm because I've been trying to get them equal. And with this exercise, I was actually able to do that. I didn't completely know where to place my forearm. I kind of thought it of as a concentration curl. So that's what I was doing it as. And yeah, I know I kept moving it, but it was trying to figure out the best spot to actually do them and get that burn. Yeah, right here is when I started going up a little more with my forearm and squeezing when I was at the top. And that's when I started feeling the burn. And that felt really good. And actually, when I was about halfway through this workout, I started seeing my bicep veins, or forearm veins, and that was actually one of the coolest things to see my forearm veins start to get come through more and actually be able to see them, and that was actually really cool to do and see, because I typically never do. I typically only ever really see my chest vein going onto my bicep, and to be able to see that was actually really cool. The more I lose weight and the more I work out, the more things I find about my body that are really cool and intriguing, which I really like. And I hope you guys actually let me know if I was doing these wrong or if there's a better way to do them in the comment section. Just so I know for the next time and I can implement it into my workout, or just how you guys would do them, or what you guys would do to grow big forearms. That's what I would like some help with. And yeah, so I did this for 3 sets. So I did 60 reps per arm, which by the end of it, my forearms were a little bit on fire, but not too bad. So I probably should have done a little more, but maybe it was because of my technique. When I actually started getting the technique down on this, that's when they started to burn more. So I think if I had the technique down from the start, it would have worked a lot better. And yeah, that's what I was just doing. Right here, I was showing the camera the veins. I don't know if you could see them really well. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed my bicep and tricep video. I know I'm not no Jeff Nipper, Sam Sulik, Will Tennyson. I'm just a kid, I guess a young adult who wanted to start and show my journey of losing weight and show my transformation, and hopefully it blows up. And I'm thankful for everybody that watches, and if you can implement anything, go ahead. I'm not saying I'm a professional, so I might not do everything correctly, but if you could take something away from what I did, that would be wonderful. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me what video you want to see next.